Hey, this is Liz J. Simpson. I'm excited to announce that September 30th, we launch Big Money Talk, the B2B Sales Accelerator. This program is for you if you are looking at the fact that fourth quarter is right around the corner and you realize that you need a plan, a strategy, or really just to shore up your sales skill set in order to land more new high value clients for your business. This training is specifically designed for those who are leaders, business development reps, or salespeople for business to business service based firms, right? So, your professional service firms, your consultants, your marketing agencies, your law firms, right? So, all of you who are offering your service to another business, and you're typically looking to attract, engage, and convert high value executive decision makers from other businesses in order to create long-term value-based relationships and longer retention. Oftentimes, when I'm talking to individuals at B2B service-based firms, one, they might be a doer seller, right? They're the practitioner. They're the person who is brilliant at marketing. They love the thing that they do, but they may have an aversion to sales, right? They feel like sales might be sleazy, or they just don't know what to say, right? Or they're finding that they're attracting the wrong clients. They're like, gosh, I always talk about PITA clients, those pain in the you-know-what clients. They find that they're just attracting the wrong client, and they want to find how to refine their process, their messaging, their strategy and approach to attract more high value clients who really appreciate what they do and who they can create long-term relationships with. So if you are a part of a B2B service-based firm, let me just kind of walk you through the accelerator and what's included. I really designed this to be a unique offering. As someone who was in corporate sales for over 10 years, and then someone who's been a business owner for 5 years, I just felt like there was a tremendous gap in the marketplace. A lot of the sales training that I found was rooted in kind of your old school transactional tactics of, let's memorize all these 20 objections that we should say, or let's memorize this language that doesn't really work well if I'm trying to build a business relationship with someone else to close a more significant deal. And so this program is really rooted in one, emotional intelligence, because the number one trait of highly productive salespeople is actually emotional intelligence and self-awareness. So we'll talk about that. Two, it's rooted in business acumen, because if you are looking to attract and close high value deals with executive decision makers, no one's looking for salespeople. They're looking for experts, right? They're looking for partners. They're looking for people with deep domain subject matter expertise. So it's really looking at how do you scale up and apply your business acumen in order to attract, engage, and convert high value buyers. And then third, it's really rooted in communication mastery for how we build value-based relationships. Because regardless of if you are in marketing, consulting, engineering, a law firm, you name it, we're actually all in the business of people. And what we know for sure is that people make emotional decisions, right? That know, like, and trust, right? Do I like you? Do I trust you? Do I want to do business with you? They make emotional decisions, and then they justify those decisions with rationale or logic. So we want to make sure that we have the communication skill set to mirror the language of our buyer in order to build those long-term relationships. So if you're relying on word of mouth and tired of feast or famine, this program is really designed for you. Most B2B service-based firms that I talk to, they do great work. They're experts. Their current clients refer them out. They get word of mouth. But when it comes to creating predictable, scalable revenue growth, knowing where your cash flow is coming from, having a process for if you need to scale up client growth, you know exactly what to do to bring in new deals, most firms are lacking that. So what we focus on is how to build a system and skill set so that you can consistently attract and land new clients in order to create that predictable growth for your firm and increase profitability. So going through this, we'll walk you through a little bit of what's included in the training here. And this accelerator, again, is for those who are in the B2B space. You're looking to attract other business decision makers and you're offering a service. Particularly, you have a track record of creating results for your client. You're confident in what you do. You have mastery of whatever particular service that you offer. And now you just realize you need to know how to be more confident and more comfortable in sales conversations to grow your business. Also, if you are a salesperson or a new business development rep, you may be brought into a high growth firm and realize that they don't have a system for you to reverse engineer how they got to where they are. So, this training is also designed for you to come in to grow a system so that you can plug in this system into your existing firm. So, sales is a do with process, right? I could talk to you guys all day about fancy things that you could do and best practices to improve your sales results. But the truth of the matter is, you learn by doing in sales. That's the one thing that just kind of sucks about it. It's like you just have to master the discomfort, you have to feel the fear and do it anyway. So I really, again, designed this program so that you are immediately integrating your learning and applying it in real world scenarios. So how it's designed is every week you'll be dripped a video module, right? A module on that week's topic. And so you'll have time. It'll be an on-demand video that will be dripped to you. So at your own pace, you can digest that training, take notes, write down any questions that you have, and just kind of absorb it at your own pace. And then later that week, I will hold live Q&A sessions where you can submit your questions beforehand, or you can bring your questions live to that call, and we can really answer any questions that you have and help you master any doubts or concerns or questions that you might have from that training. The second part of that live Q&A call is role play. It's the thing that most people hate, and it's the thing where I'm going to have to call you out and say, hey, I haven't heard from you. You've been really quiet. Let's go ahead and role play this scenario. What would you say in this scenario? Let's say it a few different times so that you flex your muscles and really get comfortable with the language. And so people hate practicing it, but I promise you'd rather practice on me than you would to practice on your prospects. And you'll have the comfort of your peers to walk through, have that support and accountability. We all kind of feel uncomfortable and anxiety at the time, but you'll feel much better after it's over. If you're not able to attend a live Q&A call, they're all recorded. So again, you could submit your questions beforehand. I can answer your questions on that live call, and then you'll get the recording so that you'll get the answer to your questions, as well as kind of hear the feedback of your peers. Now, regardless of how long you've been in sales or new business development, we all have just kind of a little bit of reluctance to prospecting, to following up with someone who we're not sure if they're really engaged or not. So I've designed what I call sales blitz sessions. Every other week, we will show up on a Zoom call, webcams on so we can see each other, and we'll hold that time. That's your time to block on your calendar for income producing activities, right? Hopefully you're doing income producing activities outside of that call. But if your schedule is swamped, we are committing together to blocking that time on the calendar. You can show up, mute it. So you don't, again, we may not hear you, but you can see everyone on camera. So you can see everyone's working together. And that is your time to make those phone calls, to prospect, to email and nurture clients, to work on that proposal. Whatever activities you need to do to move the needle on your pipeline and to land and close clients, you can do that together with the support of your peers during those sales blitz sessions, right? And during the training, I give some guidelines, best practices, and all of that for how to maximize that time to make it more fun so that you feel more productive. And the beauty of that is you get to see, gosh, everybody's doing this with me, and I'll be there for accountability and support. So if you're prospecting and an objection shows up, or if you're trying to prepare a proposal and you have questions about how you're structuring your service offering, all you have to do is unmute yourself, and I'll be there to laser coach you and provide best practices. And then you get the brain share of your peers who can also chime in and provide feedback as well. So it's just one way for you to feel so much more productive through the accelerator. Lastly, we'll have digital implementation labs. So one of a mentor who had a significant impression on me always said, work smart, not hard. And I'm a huge proponent of that. I know that most of you have reluctance to sales and you have less time than anything else. So I'm really realistic about how do we create a system so that you can work smart, not hard, and be productive and see your revenue grow. So one thing that I'll teach you throughout the training are tools and techniques for you to actually leverage technology to improve your results, right? Not spammy automation messages, but how do we make sure we have meeting calendar links? How do we leverage Sales Navigator? How do we leverage tools like Crystal Knows and your CRM management so your CRM can think for you and remind you of tasks so that they become top of mind at the start of your day? And I'll provide training on that. But one thing I know from past experience is for some of you, you might have a roadblock. Left to your own devices, you may not all the way understand how to set up that technology. And to avoid and make sure that we remove any barriers to your success, I will hold 2 live digital implementation labs where, just like the Sales Blitz sessions, you show up, we're all on Zoom, we can see each other, you can set up your technology during that block time. And if you have any roadblocks, questions, or tech issues, I'll be there live to help you troubleshoot, as well as screen share like I am now so that I can walk you through the process. So again, the program is designed so that by the end of the training, you have a product, right? One of the challenges I see with sales training is oftentimes people are signing up for training on this skill set and this skill set and this skill set, but left to their own devices, they don't know how to structure their time, their days. They don't know who to talk to, how to find them, how to follow up. So this program is designed to walk you week 1 through 8 through an entire process so that you navigate the entire sales process and you learn the habits for how to manage this month after month, right? So when you're done with the program, you'll have a full product. You'll have your discovery questions mapped out, your pricing and service offerings refined, your proposal mapped out. You'll know your prospecting, where to find your prospects, how you're going to prospect, your gateway offering, your strategy to make sure that sales and marketing are aligned, your language. You'll better understand how to qualify and quantify the cost of the status quo so that you can speak to the gap and help your buyers overcome change management in order to buy into your solution. So by the end of the program, you'll have the entire infrastructure, best practices, and most importantly, self-awareness and confidence to move the needle on sales. So this is the B2B Sales Accelerator. The program itself for an individual is a $2,500 investment. You can actually sign up here. You can do it through credit card or bank account. It's here on the website. There is a payment plan option available. So if you need the payment plan option, that's there. If you have questions about the payment plan, if you have billing questions for your organization, say you have multiple team members or sales individuals that you want to enroll, you can definitely email me directly, liz@stimulus.com, for those type of unique scenarios. But the program launches September 30th. We did this on purpose so that the program will be done by the holiday. So you have everything that you need to end 2019 with a bang and to create the results for 2020 growth. I hope to see you in the accelerator. If you have questions, let me know. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye.